Good morning, evening, and afternoon, and welcome to potentially 27 of 9, episode 2, Sora iro sora uta sora no oto. The reason why I'm saying potentially 27 is because, well, firstly, we just finished an each scene, so that will be listed soon-ish, perhaps, on my Patreon. And I say soon because I did go a little bit further than where we are now. I was sort of saying something, but since it was just after the AC, I was worried about continuing because I wasn't sure if it was moving forward onto the scene or if it was continuing on the non-H scene, I guess you could say. Yeah. So where this happens to be on, it happens to be on. So yeah, the next few things will be yellow because I did go ahead slightly just to make sure. Even now, I'm not too sure. So if it continues to an A scene, then that will be then. If it's not, then this will be here. So wherever, doesn't matter. But yeah, I do want to have this time to give my thoughts. This might sound a bit. This topic is really difficult to talk about. The trope, I guess you could say, in regards to siblings love, it is not a trope I enjoy, I guess you could say. I've seen and read manga and anime that have those tropes in it, so a well-known manga, I guess you could say, that follows this trope is Kiss X Sis. That was like, I don't know, I think it's really difficult to talk about. Of course, as you can see, I dislike it. I don't like that when mainly this is just weird the way I'm thinking about it, but mainly when it's blood related. I for some reason have real issue with it. But when it's like not related to blood, stepsister, whatever it is that's portrayed as brother and sister, but it's not, you know. For some reason, I'm not as against when they love each other so much, you know. But the thing is, they have to love each other both sides. Here with Kakeru and Sora, it's more one-sided, heavily one-sided. I think that's also why I feel quite conflicted. It's because I feel quite close to Kakeru in terms of him not seeing Sora in that way whatsoever. As I mentioned lots of times throughout all these playthroughs, is I've loved Sora as a character, and this whole arc has just made me so confused. Like, of course, we know it's all because of the stigma and all because of she's regressing, but then we also found out that she actually really did love him. You know, it's. But yeah, so I just want to let you guys know what my thoughts are. So yeah, let's get into it, shall we? Let's see what else we have here. So as mentioned, this might go up, this might go down. I might even just cut this all out and then paste this after if there is another 18. So I'll do that perhaps. So yeah, I'll cut the show so I can save it for another time. Yeah, let's go. One last thing I do want to mention, if this is continuing on from 27, depending on what they say and what is added in the text, I might actually have to blur those out, because YouTube is being quite finicky lately. They even did a 18+ restriction on my 26 episode, which I was able to review and get it reverted. But I think because of the words that were spoken or the way it was going about, YouTube picked it up. So I'm going to try to be careful of that. So if they say those words, I'm not going to even say it. So yeah.
ごめんね、お兄ちゃん。いつも迷惑かけてごめんなさい。いつもわがままばかり言って困らせてごめんなさい。でもこれで最後だから。
Yeah, I had a feeling when she was saying, I'm sorry. She's being selfish. As she said. She got what she really wanted in life. And now being fulfilled, she doesn't have to bother him anymore.
ごめんね、お兄ちゃん。ごめんなさい。ありがとう。
Yeah, I can tell it's Sophie calling out to him. Or someone's calling out to him. The Ru in Kakeru. So she just gave in and let herself disappear. And obviously you probably won't even remember. Yeah, it's Sophie.
Kakeru?
Yeah, and I think he just missed it. I think he was just waiting for the moment for Sophie to return with the medicine and just missed it. When I wake up, my mind is foggy. This distinctive plushy outline of Sophie enters my blurry vision. What time is it? 2 in the morning? What do you want at this time of night? Yeah, he's forgotten. Because obviously, there was one reason.
なんだよじゃないでしょ。
Yeah.
アンブロシアが完成したから持ってきてあげたの。
Well. The what now? Yeah. That's unfortunate. I kind of expected this to happen as well, but yeah.
寝起きの悪い男ね。空はどこ？
And even that probably won't revive the memories. Who?
あなた、大丈夫？
Ah. Okay, so it did revive his memories of her slightly. I jumped to my feet. I remember now. The ambrosia. Sora. You finished it?
ちょっとあなた！
Huh? Oh, what are you getting all riled up for? He is probably still... Yeah, he's probably got nothing on.
下半身丸出しじゃないの。
My bad. I hardly pulled my underwear and pants back on. Why the hell did I take them off?
まったくもう。空は？
Huh?
どこにいるの？
What do you mean? Where she's... I turn back to the bed. But Sora is... Huh? Not there. She's not on the bed. Sora! I shout her name. But there's no reply. I scrambled off my bed and turned on the lights. I run into the living room, then check the bathroom. But she's not there, not here. She's not anywhere. Sora's not here. It's only when I look at the entrance that I realize Sora's shoes are gone. Oh, so she didn't just disappear, she just left the house. Is that it? So she's still perhaps able to be saved? I ran back to my living room. I start running the whole place inside out. Start turning, sorry. It's not here. Sora's bag isn't here. The thing is as well is it might just be that her possessions are gone now in terms of the... When she's gone, all that she had owned is gone. You know? I don't know. Sora's not here.
出て行ったみたいね。
She did, but why?
失敗したわね、かける。
Huh?
あなたさっきまで空のこと忘れていたでしょ。
No, I was just still groggy.
違う。寝ぼけていたんじゃない。あなたは忘れてしまっていた。空のこと。あの子、一人で消えることを選んだみたいね。
That can't be. Don't say that. Growing hysterical, I pick up my phone. Quickly unlock it and start flipping through my contact list. It's only when I'm about to press the call button that I realize that you can touch the phone. I can use my phone again. Sora's powers aren't affecting me anymore. But then she must have regained control of them, right? That has to be it, right? Panicking, I press the call button and the phone begins to ring. Well, obviously she can't use her own phone. Or, I mean, he is able to phone it, so... Answer me, Sora, please pick up. Sora! It's not thinking straight. Answer me, you've got to pick up, Sora, you have to.
出ないわよ。あの子はもうあなたの声には応えられない。
Don't say that. How many times do I have to tell you? Still holding the ringing phone in my hands, I run toward the door. Wait for me, Sora. I'll be right there. I'll save you. I won't let you disappear alone. I swear it. I put on my shoes and unlock the door. I'm on my way, Sora. I grab the doorknob. I'll be right there. Just give me a minute. What just happened? I stiffen up, my hand still on the doorknob. It feels like something just vanished. There's this vague feeling that something's missing. So it just clicked. But I can't tell what it is. All that's left is a keen sense of loss. What? What was I trying to do just now? Sophie, what am I turn around. Sophie watches me expressionlessly. She just hovers there, looking at me quietly.
間に合わなかったわね。あなたはもう決して思い出せない。あの子のことを決して。
Who? I don't understand. But I get the feeling she was precious to me. In fact, she was the most important person in the world. I mean, if you just remember that, then at least you still remember something. It's not like she's gone completely. But obviously, she was... Who was she? She's vanishing. No matter how hard I try to remember, I can't. She's disappearing. And as every trace of her vanishes, I lose my treasured memories. I swore I'd never forget her. She's the most important thing in the world to me, and yet my memories of her are fading away. Stop this, please, don't go. These memories are too precious to lose. I can't remember them, but I know how dear they are to me. Please don't disappear. Please stop. Anything but this. Interesting with the Japanese, yeah? Yamero, yamero. Constantly like this. This is please stop, please stop, please stop in a sense. Oh, stop, 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 stop. Anything but this.
Sayonara, お兄ちゃん。
I guess that's that. Okay. Okay, so before we start the next one, I'm probably going to have this one a short episode, just so I can cut that part and since this first playthrough off, I guess you could say. They really didn't need the H scene. Really didn't. To me, it actually killed the whole feeling of the sense of sadness, the sense of disappearance. It just, to me, it just cut off everything. Like, if they didn't have that, and we kept worrying about Sora, and she just gave herself in, and it was like that, I think it probably would be a lot more sadder and a lot more heart-wrenching, you know, a lot more, you feel more into it, but I didn't have that anymore. It's just like, it was just like, oh, she's gone. I don't know, the way to explain how I feel is a bit hard to say, but yeah, I don't know. When we first started episode 2, I did go into this knowing that there would be the romancing of Sora. I knew that. But going into it and finally doing the first playthrough of it, I can tell you that I do not like it. Yeah. I enjoyed Sora as the character who would always make me laugh and improve the mood of the whole thing. I don't know how can I say this, but okay. Let's see. So now we're gonna go and redo this. As mentioned before in the first episode, when we first did the first re-going over the whole thing, over the yellow text, the dreaded yellow text. I had experimented with a few things on how I'm about to do it. But this time, I think I will stick with the one until we hit white text. I don't know why. I just like to read. That's why I don't have it. But I think I'm going to have Kakeru's voice on. I think that way I'll also be able to understand the way he says things in certain times, in a sense, you know, like proper nuances about, does he raise his voice here, or does he sound irritated here, you know, that type of thing. Because there are times when I read something and it's monotoned. But of course, the whole reason for me doing these playthroughs is to help myself read. That's the whole purpose of this channel, is to improve my reading capabilities. And just to enjoy the stories. So for now, I will turn it on, see what it's like, you know. And then later on, I'll turn it off and then continue the story. So as for the story itself, because as mentioned here, we'll stop it here today. But always it's shorter than normal. But our thoughts, how would we think about this here? So now we go back to your choice, is what we're given. So now we are given choices on where to start, I guess you could say. Oh wait, before we do, let's see what it's like. What if she sounds different, the Sora in the main menu? Oh, I can't even save. Anyway, let's see what happens. What choice are we? Is it changing? Oh, interesting. Okay. So, okay, now skip my whole thing. So it's going back to this choice. Huh. I thought... So would that be counted as a bad end? Obviously it is bad end. First playthroughs are bad ends. But interesting. I was a bit confused about that choice. Huh. Okay. Yeah, well, scrap my whole theory about changing voices and going through the dreaded yellow text and all that. Well, we've got some time, so I guess we'll just see what happens when we choose no. Huh? It came from nowhere, and I said the one thing I shouldn't have. I could tell from the look on her voice that this is no joke. A pale of anxiety hangs over it, but a tiny ember of hope glimmers in the depths of Sora's vacant eyes. Seeing me at a loss for words, she smiles. Sora calmly meets my gaze.
ずっとね、お兄ちゃんのことが好きだった。小さい頃から、物心ついた頃から、好きだった。絶対に言わないつもりだったけど、ずっと隠してきたけど、もういいよね。私が消えたら、この告白もお兄ちゃんは忘れちゃうから。だからいいよね。消える前に最後に思い出をもらっても、私お兄ちゃんが好き。ずっと好きだった。だから私を好きじゃなくてもいいから、私を恋人にしてください。
I'm pinned to the spot, unable to look away from her. I'm so flustered, I want to run away. But I can't, because this is a choice. A choice I can't afford to get wrong. I did remember seeing that choice. And when I saw this, I thought, okay, well, this is probably going to be in the new playthrough where we're going to have a choice here. And they actually did give us a choice, which I was pretty surprised by that. And here I thought, I can't afford to get it wrong. So I thought, okay, well, I have to go with her. I mean, that's what she wants. That's what will bind her to this planet in a sense. But yeah, she still just went. Because if I do, Sora will disappear.
お兄ちゃん。
And so I make my decision. They actually should tell you which ones you've done before. Because obviously this is the first time we've had a decision in the first playthrough and then one in the second one, I guess you could say. So yeah. Reject, unfortunately. Oh, wait. Oh yeah, okay, I went right one. I say unfortunately because, I mean, that's not what she wants in a sense, you know? It's obviously not what I want is to reject, obviously. That's... I can't do that. Sora's eyes go wide. But she quickly gets over her shock and puts on a brave face and a self-deprecating smile.
そうだよね。ごめん。気持ち悪いよね。
No, you don't get it.
いいよ。ごめん。忘れて。って、どうせ忘れちゃうか。ごめん。
Just stop. Sora shrinks back at the anger in my voice. I grab her by the arm and glare at her. What do you mean forgetting is the plan? What do you mean one last memory? Why are you talking like it's given that you're gonna disappear?
だって。
Sora looks away. Tears are spilling from her eyes.
私、迷惑しかかけないし、消えちゃった方がいいって。
I've never once thought that. Her shoulders tremble. I don't think I've ever truly gotten angry at Sora before. But right now, I'm furious. I would do anything to make you feel better. Anything at all. If it meant you would keep on fighting. So why are you giving me that crap? I'm gonna disappear anyway, so it doesn't matter. Just one last memory before I vanish? Do you really want to die that badly? I dare you tell me your deep dark secret as though it doesn't fucking matter anymore. What gives you the fucking right to tell me you love me just so you can rest in peace? So if you heard that, quite loud for thunder here. Like hell I'd accept that. Like hell I'd grant you your death wish. If you want to tell me something that's this important, tell me when you're better. And when that day comes, that's when I'll give you my answer.
それって、頑張ったら、恋人にしてくれるってこと？
So it's an interesting way of doing this no answer. Like, I didn't think about that as well, about how obviously that's what she wants, so then she'll just be selfish about it and then disappear. Like, that never kept across my mind. I thought we'll accept her wish to keep her here, in a sense, you know? Because that's what she wants, she likes it, she's got her wish fulfilled, so she's happy now, so she can stay, she can think about it all the time, you know? Like I said, ask me after you're better. I'll think about it then.
何それ。嘘でも恋人にしてやるってそう言ってよ。
I'll never lie to you. And that was where my mistake was probably then. I lied to her.
もう着いた。何でもしてくれるって。
No, I told you I'll do anything for you if it'll make you want to keep trying. If it'll bring back your desire to stay here. But I'm never, ever granting your wish if it's just going to convince you that you're better off disappearing from our memories.
何それ。何それ。
Now, tell me what you want. I'll do anything except help you die. That's the Sora I know. Perfect. I pat Sora's head and jog to the kitchen. Drop a slice of bread into the toaster and wait until it's toasted, just the way Sora likes it. Then I grab the toast, put it on a plate, and head back to the living room. Sora looks up at me as I set the plate down in front of her, then grabs the toast and scarfs it down without even putting any jam on it. Sniffling, she wipes away her tears as she chews. Sora? I'm gonna pretend I didn't hear what you said just now. But I'm not going to forget it. So when this is all over, you tell me again. When you do, I'll give you a proper answer. Nodding, Sora looks down at her plate. After a few seconds, she returns to her half-finished piece of toast. At first, I was worried. I'd messed up everything when I started yelling at Sora. But in the end, I think I made the right call. Sora may not have cheered up precisely, but she at least looks like she's willing to try. Thank God. A feeling of relief floods through me. Finishing her toast seems to have given Sora her energy back, as she snatches the glass of milk I bring her and downs it in one long go. She slams the empty glass down on the table. Sounds good. Have a nice rest. Sora flops down onto my bed and pulls the covers up over her. She still sounds a little desperate, but at least there's life in her voice now. I think she's going to make it. Smiling, I take her plate and glass to the sink. Since I already washed the dishes, I may as well do the laundry too. But just as I'm going to do the bathroom, I remember Sora doesn't like letting me touch her dirty clothes, especially her underwear. Guess the laundry will have to wait. I return to the living room to find Sora in the same position she was when I left. Her breathing is measured and even, but I get the feeling she's still awake. I plop down beside the bed and pull out my phone. Still doesn't work. I at least kept Sora from disappearing, but her powers are still out of control. I managed to prevent the worst from happening, but we're hanging by a thread. She wants a romantic relationship with me. The erosion of her stigma caused her so much emotional distress that she ended up leaking her biggest secret. A wish she's kept hidden all this time. I told Sora I'd think about it, but to be honest, I'm really not sure what to do. I pretended to act calm in front of Sora, but in truth, I'm pretty shaken. What do you do when your sister says she's in love with you? For the rest of the day, Sora kept falling asleep, waking up, then falling back asleep again in 1 hour cycles. It seems using her power constantly like this is wearing her out. In retrospect, I should have realized that a while ago, but I didn't make the connection until I saw her stigma show up on her body while she slept. The main reason she broke down this morning was because she learned her powers were starting to affect me too. But I imagine part of it was also that she's just physically exhausted. Still, she's holding on for now. She even had lunch, though all I could make was some instant ramen I had in the pantry, so it wasn't what you'd call nutritious. I don't think she'll give up of her own accord anymore. She's fighting with everything she's got. As the sun is setting, Sora finally breaks out of her cycle and gets up.
と寝てるとこのまま消えちゃいそうな気がする。
She grabs one of my manga, climbs back into bed with it, and starts reading. But she seems to be having a hard time concentrating on it. Chances are, now that she's had time to calm down and think about what she said a few hours ago, she's feeling embarrassed about it. She keeps shooting me what she probably thinks are covert glances from over the pages. I could just pretend I haven't noticed, but there's one thing I need to apologize to her for. Sora?
Nani?
Should have said this a long time ago. I think it's best if you release Ghost from your powers. Oh wow!
What?
Sora looks up from her manga and stares blankly at me. It's my bad for never realizing what a burden it was putting on you all this time. I'm sure you've been keeping her erased on purpose, but I'll find some way to deal with her. Don't worry, you can reduce your hold on her.
そうしたいけど無理なんだよね。もう
Ah,
力の使い方がわからない。
you don't?
制御できないっていうか、アーティファクトに見限られちゃったっていうか、もう私の手を離れちゃってる。解除したくてもできない。
I see. I wish I'd realized sooner, before things got this bad.
私のことが心配すぎて、あいつのことなんて忘れてた？
I wouldn't say I forgot, but I was so focused on not forgetting you that she slipped my mind. I guess I got tunnel vision. Sora tries to sound uninterested, but I see the corners of her lips turn up ever so slightly before she looks back down to her manga. I try to act natural. I have to, or I won't be able to make a small talk like normal. I have to, or I won't be able to make small talk like normal.
あのさ、
And that's when Sora starts talking about the feelings she's bottled up for all these years.
開き直って全部言っちゃうけどさ、
Alright.
私お兄ちゃんのことほんと好きなんだよね。
I'm trying to remain calm, but every time I hear those words, I feel my heart give a little flutter. Thank God, Sora's looking at her manga and not me. She probably doesn't have the courage to face me right now. She keeps her back turned to me and continues.
いつからとかきっかけとかわかんないけど、でも恋とかそういうの理解できるようになった頃にはもう好きだった。クラスの男の子とか全然興味なかったし、1回か2回か告白されたことあって、付き合っちゃえとか周りに煽られたこともあったけど、無理って感じだった。サッカー部のキャプテンとかさ、野球部のエースとかより私は私のお兄ちゃんが良かった。でもさ、キモいって分かってたからさ、必死に隠してた。バレないように、お兄ちゃんにも誰にも。でも
The manga falls from her hands. Finally, she turns to face me.
お兄ちゃん、なんとなく気づいてたでしょ。やっぱりバレてたか。
I mean...
私のアルバム見たでしょ。
well, I...
めっちゃ動揺してんじゃん、見てんじゃん。
No, I didn't. I didn't see anything.
いや、見てんじゃん、絶対見てんじゃん。
I mean, I just thought it was like vacation pictures or something. I didn't think I'd find that in there.
あんな内容ってやっぱ見てんじゃ
My bad. This is to the type of interaction I much prefer. The way she acts as well, and it's just, I wish I didn't choose yes. I'll speak more about that in the end. Sora buries her face in the pillow and thrashes her legs. The album is Sora's darkest secret. She's a plain old photo album, except that every single picture in it is of me and only me. I stumbled on it a long time ago.
出しっぱなしにした私も悪いけどさ、なんで妹のアルバム勝手に見るかな。
Like, I seriously just thought it was a family photo album or something. You know, from the time we went on the trip to that farm.
アルパカ可愛かった。
I know, right? It took all those pictures back then, so I thought that was what the album was for.
そうですよ。撮りまくってましたよ。動物とお兄ちゃんの写真を。
Yeah, I know. An awkward silence descends. She's right. I suspected for a long time that Sora was in love with me. But since she worked so hard to hide it, I thought it'd be better to pretend I hadn't noticed. I thought she wanted to protect our bond as siblings. So I never told her about finding that album.
もうさ、全部言っちゃうけど。
Yeah?
あれはさ、現像できるやつなんだよね。
What does that mean? I mean, there's like probably double the amount.
自分でもどうかなって思って、現像してないのあるんだよね。
Ah. I see. You mean like you've got a compromising picture of me?
一枚じゃない。
How many are we talking here?
数百枚。
Wow, wow. Hundreds?
寝顔。
Wait, what?
お兄ちゃんの寝顔。
You did? You took pictures of me while I was asleep?
うん。
What, every day?
毎日ではないけど、スマホ買ってもらってからできる限り。
Hold on a second, Joe.
うん。
Does this mean that the reason you always want to sleep over is so you could add to your picture collection?
はい。
Okay, that's pretty sweet though, I gotta say.
弾いてるよね。
Holy shit, you're like an actual creep.
そんなはっきり言うことないじゃん
Sora shoots up into a sitting position and glares at me. I guess that was a bit blunt, however. I thought I'd heard everything and I was all ready to accept it, but I seriously never imagined you went that far. I'm kinda grossed out here.
だからまあ仕方ないじゃん。そういうやり方でしか何そう欲求満たせなかったの。てかさ、お兄ちゃんだってあるでしょ。私の下着使っていかがわしいことしたことあるでしょ。
Wow, okay. No, I didn't. Don't slander my good name.
私はあるけどな。
Wow, okay. You did. That's it. You're going to tell me absolutely everything you did right now.
おいよ、話してやるよ。もうやばいな、全部話しちゃったけど。
And so we spent the rest of the evening getting real. aside from this one little thing, okay, fine, this one big thing, I always thought Sora and I were so tight that we didn't hide anything from each other. But you know, I think this is the first time we truly laid everything bare to each other. We talked for hours, late into the night. Sora tells me all the crazy stuff she did to try to suppress her feelings for me, including writing a passionate love letter to me and then tearing it to shreds. Apparently, the reason she always wanted to take baths together was that she's been holding out hope that I'd fall for her the way she did for me. Basically, she tells me a bunch of her embarrassing stories. In return, I'm honest with her as well. I admit to her that seeing her naked does turn me on a little bit. She yells at me and calls me a deviant, but I can tell she's kinda happy about it. It's gonna be a bit longer actually, didn't expect it to go a little bit this longer. Thing is, I don't know when it'll end. I feel like we're getting close to the end now, so I don't want to stop. It's gotten pretty late. We kept it up right through dinner. Just reminiscing, thinking back on all the crazy shit we'd ever done, telling each other about it. After a while, we ran out of stories and confessions, so we started talking about the movies we'd seen recently, or the manga we were reading. It was just pointless small talk, but we couldn't stop ourselves. Maybe it's our way of making sure we'd never forget about each other. But now it's gone late, and Sora is blinking and rubbing her eyes. She never says a word about being tired though. Our situation is precarious enough as it is, and Sora's afraid that if she goes to sleep, she'll disappear while she's unconscious. Which is why I'm not suggesting she go to sleep either. The clock ticks midnight, but neither of us is willing to sleep. We munch on some late night snacks in silence. What time did Sophie arrive? 2, I think? At this point, we both run out of things to say. Trying to fill the silence, I put on a movie. We don't talk much during the movie, only occasional commenting on something happening on screen. Time slowly slips by. 2 a.m. Come to think of it, neither of us has taken a bath yet. But it's way too late for me now. So it's too damn late for me to even think about cleaning the tub. Sora gets up to take a shower anyway, saying she wants to wash off the drowsiness. Before she can head to the bathroom, did Sophie arrive? Yep. Well, you're right in this branch. Sophie appears in a starburst display of purple light. Same needlessly flashy entrance as always. I hope she actually mentions that she didn't make another branch. But then it changes if you chose no first. She made it in time? Oh yeah, okay, that does obviously say. Wait, that means you finished it? Oh no, they just made it in time, I mean that.
アーティファクトの契約解除できる薬だよね。
Yeah, that's right. You don't have to worry anymore, Sora.
よかった。
The strength drains from Sora's limbs and she slides to the ground. She did it. She held out. I'm so happy I want to hug her, but given the recent developments, it suddenly feels awkward too. While I'm hesitating like an idiot, Sophie unzips herself and spits out something out onto the table. Holy shit, that was disgusting.
汚くないわよ、失礼ね。念のために2本持ってきてあげたわよ。
Huh, interesting.
これが。
Ah, okay, that's what it looks like. Interesting. Sora reaches for one of the vials and stares at it intently. The glass cylinder is filled with an amber-colored liquid. So this is ambrosia. A miracle drug that can cancel a contract between an artifact and its user. Sora won't have to disappear. I'm so glad.
これって飲めば。
Oh, she nearly drops the vial. A thick needle sticks out of one end of it. I could have sworn that wasn't there a second ago.
まさか注射？そうね。針の逆側にボタンがあるでしょ。体のどこでもいいからその針を刺して押すだけ。そっか、注射か。こんなぶっとい針を。心配しなくても体に傷はつかないわよ。そうなの？その注射器、アーティファクトの力の応用なのよ。つまり肉体ではなく魂に刺さる針。
Ah, so it's like the artifact Ghost attacked me with.
そう。痛みはあるけれど肉体は傷つかない。魂に直接アンブロシアを注入する。飲んでもいいんだけどその方が早く効くの。それで仮死状態になるんだよね。少しの間眠るだけよ。ただ
But, however, Sophie trails off. The two of us tense up slightly.
このアンブロシアはこちらの世界の人間に合わせて調整はされているけれど、あくまでも1000年前の人間なのよ。以前よりもあなたたちの魂の力が劣化している可能性がある。つまりこれでもまだ強すぎるかもしれない。
Well, I mean, she's gonna disappear or die regardless, so...
霊薬を使っても、ソラ、あなた死ぬかもしれないわよ。
Interesting enough here, she says the word 死ぬかもしれないわよ. Like, you will die regardless. So, rather, they don't use the word die, you may die, in a sense. They just say you never wake up again. I mean, it's the same thing, but... Sort of stares blankly at the vial in her hand. But after a few seconds, she looks back up at Sophie, expression resolved. She came to a decision surprisingly quickly.
でも使わなくても私消えるんだよね。ええ、そうね。じゃあ使うよ。それしかないじゃん。私まだお兄ちゃんと一緒にいたいし、お兄ちゃんに言わなきゃいけないこともあるし。
Sora turns and looks at me. There's a fierce determination in her eyes. She's shed all hesitation.
よし、じゃあ早速注射しちゃおう。もう消えちゃうかもってビクビクするのやだ。ってわけでお兄ちゃん、お願いします。
You want me to do it?
自分でやる勇気はありません。お願いします。
Alright, got it.
横になった方がいいわよ。急に意識を失うかもしれないから。うっす。了解っす。
Sora hands me the syringe and lies down on my bed. She rolls up a pajama sleeve and stretches her bare arm out toward me.
腕にお願いします。腕に。
Alright.
お兄ちゃん、兄さん、兄上、顔が怖いんですけど。
Funny thing, for those who don't know, this is going from formal to how can I say this? Like, it's increasing informality. I mean, can you blame me? Now that I've got a closer look at it, this needle's practically as thick as those augers we use in art class. Probably mispronouncing that, sorry. In elementary school. It's massive. Curious, I place the tip against my finger. That hurts, alright. But like Sophie said, it doesn't actually leave a mark. I'm not bleeding either. Alright, I guess it'll be safe. Probably.
空のアーティファクトはどれ？カバンの中。このカバン？違う、そう、そっち。小さい方。あった。これは私が預かっておくわね。かける？いつでもいいわよ。
Gotcha. Alright. Let's do this.
はい。
This is probably gonna hurt.
はい。
Still, stay still and try to relax.
待って、カウントダウンするんで。
Alright, sure. 5.
私がするんで、私が言うんで、ゼロって言ったら刺して、ゼロって言ったら。
Okay, right. Got it.
やべえ、注射怖え。じゃあ、行くね。
Go ahead.
30、
That's way too long a countdown, you dumbass.
10、
10's a pretty long countdown too.
9、8、7、
Okay, now just stay still.
おい、まだ6だろ、なんで刺した、なんで。
Stop flailing around. I hold Soda's arm in place and push down the button on the syringe. The slight hiss, and liquid in the vial slowly trickles into Soda.
わあ、くそいて
You okay?
大丈夫ない。くそ痛い。気持ち悪い。
There he goes. Soda goes limp. Passed out. Wow, and with possibly the most unladylike expression I've ever seen. I gingerly pulled out the needle, then gently closed Soda's half-open eyes and mouth before getting to my feet. Is she gonna be okay?
絶対にとは言い切れないけれど、あんなに元気があれば平気じゃないかしら。本当に騒がしいわね、この子。
Things turned pretty dicey this morning when she got depressed, but she managed to tough it out.
契約の破棄には30分から数時間ね。個人差で大きく変わる。それと説明し忘れたけれど、契約が破棄されても消えた記憶が戻るとは限らないわよ。
Way too late to say that, but it's possible. So it could still return, but that'll be okay. I remember everything perfectly.
そんな前向きなあなたにいいニュースよ。
What is it?
フードのあの子が目覚めたわ。
So once the thing was activated, the thing was released. Huh? For a moment, I doubt my ears. Ghost is back. Right now?
え、たった今。
The relief I felt upon saving Sora vanishes. Now, seriously, you've got to be kidding me. That timing is way too good.
そうね。こちらの状況を把握していると考えるのが妥当でしょうね。
Where is she?
さっきの言葉、訂正するわ。たった今、すでに目覚めていることを確認できた。
She's been awake.
消えた人間は追跡できないから、レンヤって子をずっと監視していたのよ。空にアンブロシアが注入された直後に、レンヤにあの子からメッセージが送られた。内容はちょっと待って、翻訳中。音声だったらすぐにわかるんだけれど、文字は面倒ね。
What's Takamine doing?
やっと返事が来たって喜んでいるわね。お待たせ、翻訳完了。 ただの世間話を装っているけれど、こちらへのメッセージとも取れるわね。
Tell me what she said.
今神社にいるそうよ。ああ、本当にいるわね。あらやだ、あの子独り言話し始めたわ。
Talking to herself? I doubt that. I doubt she's talking to herself. There's no reason why she would be talking to herself. She must be talking to somebody else. What? Why? What's she saying?
またよろしく頼むぜ、お兄ちゃん。ですって。
Okay, never mind. She is talking to herself. But she probably realizes what's happening. No doubt about it. Ghost is trying to provoke me. That's why she revealed herself now and sent a message to Takamine. You know what? I feel like this is going to get longer than I thought. I feel like something more is going to happen. We don't even know what the status sort of is as well. So I feel like there's going to be quite some time left. So we'll stop there for today. Wow. I went into this thinking, it's okay. It's not the ending I wanted, but it's okay. I'll just have to redo the playthrough, mumbling and whatever. But wow, did I hope I wish I didn't choose yes and went no instead. Because every second we've been in nose routes, loved it. It feels normal again. It feels like it's just the way it has been this whole time. I'm actually baffled on how big of a change it is. So I'm glad I can continue it actually. I also probably would have left it shortened episode with not much to really say about it. And now we get more to it as well. Like, what's going to happen? Are we going to continue this route? Is there only one route? That reminds me, for those who do happen to go to this far in and happen to know, I don't normally want to know this type of thing, but I do kind of. Does episode 2 only have one playthrough? Because the way it's progressing, I feel like it doesn't. I feel like it only has one. Oh well, I feel like it does. I think it does only have one playthrough. Because we've already done the back to the decision part, which kind of indicates it. So, because I do remember someone was saying that this is a short episode, I think. So, what I wanted to ask was, is there only one playthrough, or is there two? Meaning, will I reach another dead end and I have to re-go through it again to get decisions? That's what I wanted to know. It's just so that I can understand if I'm expected to go back and do it again or if I'm not, you know? But yeah. So that will be it. This is a longer, much longer than one episode than I thought. But I enjoyed it in the end, so that's good. Yeah. Looking forward to it now. Seeing what happens now. This is the type of thing I enjoy, not the yes routes. Yeah, anyway. That'll be it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Please let me know what your thoughts, and I'll see you all next time.